Yo, dojo, warriors, samurais, and legends, how are you? You good, you bad, whatever. Plop your dumpers down for a video, baby. Today, we're gonna talk about my top 5 favorite consoles of all time. Through the years, I've encountered so many different consoles. I've researched a lot of games, played a lot of games, whatever the case is. Our brother has been gaming. I've been playing games since I was like 4. Video games have a special place in my heart as it always helped me when I was down, and it really changed my life forever as I've been creating content for 8 years now. Narrowing down this list to just 5 consoles was very difficult, I won't lie, because I just enjoy many different titles, many different moments. From the Magnavox Odyssey that came out in 1978 to the PlayStation 5, I have checked them out. I can remember the feeling of opening new games, fresh out the box, taking off the plastics. Ooh, baby! Let's get this list started, man. Starting at number 5, Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 completely revolutionized online gameplay for me. If you didn't know, I grew up completely on Nintendo. Every console that I personally owned up to that point were all Nintendo. I mean, there was that one time where I borrowed someone's PS2 from my 8th grade class, but that's a different story for a different time. Anyways, branching out to a new console outside of Nintendo was quite intimidating. Learning the new UI, games, and just the culture was definitely an energy shift. My greatest memories of being online in high school and just talking trash. Playing NBA 2K, WWE, DBZ, Fable, and more. The years I spent on these games were wild, but admittedly it kept me from a lot of other titles like Halo and Gears of War. But the main aspect, to reiterate, was the online play. The online aspect that eventually evolved into a party system where you and like 7 other friends can hang was incredible. This was the wave before Discord existed. There was even a time where someone who had a Netflix account could start up a mode where all of you can sit in a virtual movie theater and watch a movie together. Mind blown. All in all, Xbox 360 was revolutionary for me and definitely had great memories. Great memories on this console. Besides having to replace like 2 of them. That's right, I've had like 3 different Xboxes because some things used to break with the red ring of death. I don't want to talk about it, okay? Let's just move on to number 4. Number 4, PlayStation 2. Okay, so remember that PS2 that I told you about that I borrowed? Yeah, I went crazy with his PS2. I'm not gonna lie, that man told me I could borrow PS2 for a week. I kept that joint for like at least 6 months. I was like, give me your games, fool. Run that GTA Vice City and NBA Street, B. So off rip, I was immediately frustrated that I was missing out on so much action with PlayStation. I knew it was a great console, but we used to barely cross paths. It was definitely a more adult feeling console than what I was used to from like Nintendo. Come on, it's not even close. From the time I first got my hands on GTA Vice City, I knew I would get in trouble for playing, but I didn't care, baby. The PS2 used to have a little attachable screen that you could snap right on top of your PS2, so you could fold it and everything. So them late nights when Mama Sensei was snoozing, I was looking at them GTA Vice City strip clubs, baby. NBA Street Volume 2, Vice City, San Andreas, Kingdom Hearts, and Bully were all experiences I knew I could only have it on PlayStation. Oh, and SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, so good. I unfortunately never got to cross paths with games like Spyro, Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, and a few other titles that are considered classics, but hey, that's what adulthood is for, right? I'll catch up. I just gotta keep on training. Number 3, Game Boy Advanced. Truthfully, my love for Game Boy Advance legit is incredible. From the time you turn it on and listen to that familiar jingle from those colorful letters, it's just so nostalgic. It being reverse compatible was so crucial for me. If you don't know what that means, it's when a console is able to play games that are not only from its current generation, but its previous generation also. So Game Boy Color games, I was in there. Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, Wario Land 4, Golden Sun with my boy Isaac, Sonic Advance, and many, many more. Listen, if you had a Game Boy Advance, you know the trials and tribulations you had to go through with it. You're in the middle of intense gameplay and your batteries die, so now you gotta put the batteries in the freezer to recharge them because your parents don't want to take you to the store at 2 a.m. for more batteries. Or how about you lost the back piece to where your batteries go, so now they're falling out at random moments. Just any moment, just randomly falling out. Blowing on them cartridges like a classic Pinky video. Lord, I enjoyed it all. Such great memories. Makes you smile, doesn't it? I remember using my link cable to game with my friends, man. Our minds were blown. I just recently learned that they have cartridges that used to watch full episodes of TV shows. I was like, what? All in all, the Game Boy Advance has literal classics on hand, and it is number 3 on my list of all-time favorites. Let's get into the next one. Number 2. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when I was dead. All right, Super Nintendo, everybody. The console that started it all for me. My first ever. Super Nintendo started my love of gaming. The system that made me imagine it, used my creativity, and made me dream big. This system did it for me. Super Mario World was literally a must-have for every household. If you had a Super Nintendo without Super Mario World, then your family legit didn't care. Street Fighter 2 was the wave. I remember being like 4 or 5 doing shoryukens in the crib in a Superman outfit. Influential, man. Mortal Kombat 1, I remember being terrified of seeing Goro. I had to ask my pops to sit next to me and talk me through it. Pac-Man and Yoshi's Island, Mega Man X, NBA Jam, bro, and even that stink Lion King. It's all a part of my history. And I won't lie, some of them cartridges couldn't get the dust blown out, even if it was hit by a tornado, but it was all a part of the experience. Even your Super Nintendo started to turn yellow, bro. Legit, this console featured some of the most challenging experiences. I don't know how I managed. A part of me wants to believe I was a better gamer when I was like 6, but my pride won't let me believe it all the way. If you saw my recent retro video, I just recently copped a see-through, transparent Super Nintendo. Man, that shell is dope. Gaming is in my blood. It's what I do. I have so much appreciation for this console. We will be here all day if I just sit here and just gush over it all day. Let's get to that number 1 spot. Number 1, GameCube. Ah, yes. I just turned 12 and I opened up a package on my birthday. It revealed the one, the only Nintendo GameCube. I begged for this console, I won't lie. I was told no each time, but there it is, man. There it was, the Nintendo GameCube. Instantly started playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle instantly. Mama Sensei forgot to get a memory card, but it's okay, it's all right. I'll just leave my GameCube on for the rest of my life so I don't lose my damn data. Then getting Super Smash Bros. Melee was literally the most amazing experience. I recall seeing on cheatcc.com, that's an OG cheat code site. If you know, you know. But anyway, yeah, I saw it there and it said you can unlock Sonic. I was like, ooh, word, let me see. A young, naive brother did all he could to get him. Why did you lie to me, cheatcc? Why? This console really emphasized on playing with friends, you know, couch co-op. That's what like really brought us together. WWE Day of Reckoning, Tales Symphonia, Turok Evolution, Mario Kart, Super Mario Sunshine, and Baten Kaitos were just real experiences. You know when they say you just had to be there? That's what those games were. Baten Kaitos started my love for turn-based JRPGs. Fun fact, this really expanded the range of games I played. This console did so much for me. I was even playing Medal of Honor, which was a first-person shooter. Resident Evil 0, man, I was playing everything. I think the only classic that avoided me was Beautiful Joe, but this is my favorite console of all time. I will go to bat for this. You could call it a lunchbox. You could talk about the size of the disc. I don't care what you talking about, B. I loved it. There it is, Dojo, my top 5 favorite consoles of all time from 5 to 1. Let me know what yours are. Are our lists similar? If you enjoyed this and you made it to the end of the video, then you are a legend on this channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a brother some comments he can review. See you in the next one, Dojo, and always remember, keep on training.